Hey guys, it's Speedy Fits bringing you another Pokemon Go video. And in this one, we're going to start it off with a really rare catch right outside of the resort we're staying at. And it's a Togetic. So I initially saw the Machop, so I went onto the tracking system to try to figure out where it was. And I found the Togetic, and I was like, holy moly. So I went outside, I found where it was. But I was really nervous because, as you guys know, the catch rate for a Togetic is like in the single digits, so it was really hard. But I was trying to go for the Machop because, as you guys know, I still don't have my Machamp, and I'm looking for a good one. But there it is there, sitting next to the Marill at the end of that little turnaround. And then we started with 95 Ultra Balls, okay? So let's figure out how many Ultra Balls did I use to catch this. So we got it. The Togetic was caught. There we go. I don't know what the greatest movesets are, but they're mostly terrible for Togetic. There he is in our journal. And now we have 87, okay, which means we used 8 Ultra Balls. We also used 2 Pokeballs to catch that, even though it doesn't look like that because I caught some clusters. But, yeah. So let's go ahead and transfer some Pokemon now. Okay, let's now just make sure we have all the Pokemon getting ready to transfer that we need. It looks like we do. We're going to save all the Jinx and then transfer them at the end, the worst ones. So there we go. Transferring 141 Pokemon from 709 to 568. So those were definitely a lot of transfers. Now we'll go through and unfavorite these now. Okay, so you guys probably know that I do weird name tricks to sort my Pokemon. 111 is to like favorite it without actually favoriting it. But a lot of Pokemon are common here. Phanpy, Geodudes, Machops, a lot of water types. And you can see there's a deer in the backyard in this picture. There's a little video, but we're not going to play that. And then there was a Jumpluff downtown while we were eating. Then there's an Aerodactyl right by the resort. And then there is the Grimer that we needed. We were 1 candy away. He was our buddy. And now hopefully, you guys will see, but we hopefully got 6 support candies. Well, I guess 5 because we were 1 candy away. There he is at 49 candies with 1.1 out of 3 kilometers at 67.1 kilometers walked. The Dorino, and then there's the Grimer for almost 600 CP, 6-day streak. There he is with 55 candies. We do have a few we can transfer out, though. And then here there's a Dugong, which is really rare. And we caught the Dugong, and then 6 Marills. And this is not a Marill nest, guys. You gotta believe me. There's a bunch of Jinx, Sneasel, Water-type Pokemon there all the time. Then this was actually some cool sightings that I saw, like a Pineco, a Weepinbell, and 2 Azumarills. A Pineco, a Gloom, a Weepinbell, and an Azumarill. That is really rare. And then this is us going to Glacier National Park. Unfortunately, we didn't have cell signal throughout the whole thing, but I guess that was a blessing because it was kind of cool to look out the window. Then I just took this screenshot of the Jigglypuff because if you look at the touch to return to call, it was on for like 40 minutes, which is pretty insane. But the clip you're about to see, okay, so we were going up Big Mountain Road, which is near Whitefish Mountain, to look at some really spectacular views. And we kept on going up and up, and I was like, come on, let's turn around. but we just kept on going up and up, and I'm super glad that we didn't turn around. For the clip that you are about to see, that you could probably see what it is in the title of this video. So, there were no Pokestops at all, and what pops up but a Dragonite. And guys, this was kind of sketchy, okay? So, when you don't have Pokestops nearby, it's completely blank, then it flashes, and then it's blank, and then it pops up, and I saw the Dragonite when it flashed, and I was like, whoa, hold up. So then, it was really cool to see the Dragonite. There he is with the Rockies in the background, so you guys don't think I'm spoofing, because I definitely don't spoof. There'll be a picture of us, but it's only 1,500, but luckily it is 1,500, because if it was unknown, it would be harder to catch. But this is the scary part. I raspberried him, and it was super laggy. I threw the Ultra Ball, and do you remember, guys, when the game came out, whenever you throw a Pokeball at a Pokemon, it would just sit there without shaking, just with that Pokeball in the top left, the white one just spinning like that. So that's what happened to me, and I was getting, like, I closed Pokemon. How gutsy is that? But luckily, hold on, let's pause this real quick. Okay, so when I turned off Pokemon Go, I ended up not having enough service to log back in. So it's like, sign out. Do you want to sign out? I clicked yes, and then I couldn't sign back in. It was giving me errors. We went down to the bottom of the mountain. We still had no service. We drove up, we drove down, until finally I got service. But at this point, I was like, oh man, did the Dragonite despawn? And I thought it had, because it wasn't on the nearby, but it was still there. So we drove back to where it was, and we were so lucky, but it did spawn back in there. We caught it, one hitter quitter. That's insane to catch a Dragonite. Guys, we don't even have a bronze medal for the dragon types registered to the Pokedex with Steel Wing and Outrage, which isn't great, but it's a Dragonite, which is awesome, for 1,525 CP. And then here we go. This is just a little clip of me talking about it. We're not going to listen to it, but just so you guys see the backgrounds and stuff. So I look really, this is going to make you cringe really hard, but that was kind of the point, so you guys can see everything. It's not a green screen. We were actually here. I didn't spoof. We caught the Dragonite. It's snowy out. There was the bridge that I was talking about that it was under. So yeah, this is just me talking about how awesome it was to catch that Dragonite, because guys, it's awesome to catch a Dragonite. It wasn't in the middle of nowhere. It was in the middle of the Rockies. But it's still really cool, because you're at like the top of a mountain road, and what spawns in but a Dragonite? There we all are, taking some nice pictures. And now our Grimer is at 69 kilometers, walked 56 candies. We were eating dinner, and look at this sighting. Butterfree, Coughing, and Jink. So that's it, Speedy Fits out. Okay, so yeah, that sighting was pretty rare. But not super rare, but it was decently rare. And now this is what, guys, I was talking about with the nearby when you don't have Pokestops. This isn't a perfect example, but I'll kind of show you what happened. It's good enough. It's a good enough outline. So we log in. There are no Pokestops around us. Okay, do you guys see that? And it hasn't spawned anything in. Okay. Now what happened is it had spawned something in, but then it went blank again. So it was blank. It did, and then finally it's blank. It's blank. It popped in. Then it was blank again. This is for the Dragonite. So then, after like a few seconds, then the Pokemon will spawn in. But the only difference between this one and the Dragonite was the initial little flash that I got. And that's where I was like, holy crap, it's a Dragonite. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Speedy Fits out.